Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Locker Room Podcast. I'm Daryl Natil, and tonight I'm gonna give you a splash from the world's most famous beach, Buck Pride. It never dies, and you'll see tonight why Buck Pride never dies. But before we go there, this show is brought to you by the class of '76. We're getting ready for our 50th year reunion. 50 years! Next year,
God.
yeah, class of '76 sponsors this. Next year, we have our 50th year reunion in June. Here's my disclaimer, just in case somebody says something on here you don't like. Don't blame me. Because I had a guy on here a couple weeks ago, man. He had everybody laughing and rolling. Another commercial is August the 9th. I'll be hosting a roundup. All my former Pop Warner football players, all my former high school players. If you played football in the 80s in Volusia County, you're welcome. August the 9th at the Joe Piggott Center in South Daytona. My special guest will be head coach Tommy Barnes out of Los Angeles, California. He played center for me in 1981. And my guest speaker will be Troy Hambrick, former Dallas Cowboy tailback. He'll be the guest speaker. Also, I lost a teammate last week. Let's see if I can find his memorial. I lost a teammate from Jacksonville, Steve Hammond. He was a linebacker out of Ribault High School. His nickname was Hacksaw because he would knock you into two halves when he hit you. Rest in peace, my brother. I've lost 6 teammates this season. Okay, welcome to the show, Miss Sunshine. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm great. And your big brother, Mr. Joe Giddens. How you doing, Joe?
The man, the myth, the legend, Joe Giddens.
The legend, Joe Giddens. And I got Mr. KT down at the bottom. How you doing, KT?
Thunder up, baby.
Hold on.
They never, ever gave up. Congratulations on a great run. And to the Oklahoma City Thunder, a team-first mentality, homegrown all-stars, and a very special culture. Clay Bennett, Sam Presti, Coach Daignault, and this amazing team. Congratulations, you're the 2025 NBA champions.
I had to give you that one because all through the playoffs, I was giving Mr. Petey Wheatstraw a hard time about OKC. Where is OKC? Is that in Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City, the capital of Oklahoma City.
The capital.
It's the capital of Oklahoma.
Congratulations, my brother.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I was telling Coach Joe about a week ago, when you're from Oklahoma, it's not a whole lot for you to be proud of and to cheer about. And it's the Sooners and now the Thunder, world champs, baby.
Yeah. You know, this series, Joe, was the least watched series since 2007. Only 10.2 million people were watching this series. Wow. Why is that? Because of the small market or what?
Exactly. Small market.
I think it was a small market. I agree. The small market had a big thing to do it because it wasn't the typical superstars. The superstar was someone that took a different path to become a superstar. And those are the people we should cherish and look for more to reward those guys when they do make it. So that's what I thought was the reason.
Yeah, I think so too. I think a lot of people see that it's a changing of the guard in the league. You know, no LeBron. There was no Steph Curry, and you had guys like Halliburton. What is his name? Halliburton and what's the guy name with 3 letters? SQJ. What is his name?
SGA, baby.
Yeah, I was just Mhm. But
So
you
it's
know,
hard to tune out.
last week I was over at the Cypress Park during Juneteenth. I was dead tired too, my brother. Ooh, that sun had worn me down, and I saw Miss Sunshine. I had been promising her swimming lessons. She ain't come yet, but she was doing her thing, and I decided to see if I could get her on the show. So, Miss Sunshine, welcome to the Locker Room podcast.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me to the Locker Room podcast. It's a
You think
pleasure
you
to
bad
be
too?
here.
You got a little swag in you too, don't you?
I'm trying a little bit. Like, listen.
She do. She be being
I'm
modest.
just out here trying to bless the world, save the girls, and do whatever I can to make a difference in Daytona Beach community.
That's great. That's great. That's what I'm all about. But you know what? You're a school teacher at heart, right?
No. I'm not a school teacher.
A teacher? What do you
No.
do?
She
I work
teach
in
girls.
safety and security.
Okay.
I make sure that everybody's safe and secure at Mainland High School.
Let's see.
And
Y'all, I come to this job every day, but kind of, almost. And I get real mad when they be telling me what to do when I get here. Like I gotta work. Like, I didn't come here for that. It is 11 days left. I'm just coming here so I don't get fired for next year. And I'm coming here to collect this check. Now, what happens in between time, I don't know what to tell you. Because, I didn't come here to work. I come here to socialize, chill, coach my little chill, do my little thing. But working, it's 11 days left. If they don't have it by now, if it's not secured and collected by now, it ain't gonna be.
It's never.
You just trying to get that check, huh?
I'm there. Listen, when we get towards that last little few days, listen, every man for themselves.
I
But
hear you.
anytime before then, I'm locked in, I'm loaded, I'm ready to go. But other than them last few weeks, hey, you on your own.
Tell us about the cheer. You know, you got a great group of
Listen,
girls.
Mainland High School cheer is about being a part of the community. We're doing everything we can in the community to be there, to reach out, to do everything we can just to get our name out there. Because it's more than cheer. It's more than just being a cheerleader at Mainland High School. It's about building young ladies to be better women, just to be a part of the community and let them know, no matter where you come from, there's things that's bigger than Daytona. And I just want my girls to see that and be a part of that. I'm not only just, breeding cheerleaders, I'm also breeding young women and trying to get them to go to college just to be, better people. So it's more than cheer. So everything I do for Mainland High School cheer, it's about the young ladies and about the community and just being better women altogether.
You also breeding some more stuff. Let's see what
They have boba. Okay, so here are all the things that I got. So let's try it. Okay, I got this strawberry cheesecake croissant, so let's try it. That's pretty good. And it's full of cream cheese, so that is good. I rate that about an 8 out of 10. Okay, up next, I got this golden cheesecake. So, you know me, I'm a cheesecake girl, so let's try it. It's a little messy, but let's try it. Let's see, let's get all up in there. All up in it. That's pretty good. Very rich. I can taste the cream cheese. It's okay. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Up next, I got this Nutella cannoli. Very cute, so let's get into it. That's filled with Nutella.
Now you can eat, girl. You got some stuff going on.
I'm trying to find some friends with benefits, and I'm not talking about those type of benefits. I'm talking about EBT, because I'm hungry.
on, man. Get it
I
on.
got to find some friends that can feed me. Right now, I'm just trying to get my content up, trying to appeal to my audience and see what they like. And they like people that like to eat. And one thing I'm gonna do is find me a nice little spot with some good food locally, whether it's Daytona or Orlando, and let the people know what's good out here.
Okay. You also are a parent with 2 kids playing D1 football. Tell us about how you juggling that.
I do have a son that plays at the University of Alabama. One plays at Alabama State University. It has been a challenge. It has been something that has truly been amazing for me. I'm learning football as I go along, but I'm also learning the business part of it. I am both of their managers. Nothing that they do, that everything that they do comes through me. So I try to make sure that I have the best interests at heart. I am both of their managers. It's hard, it's tough. Both of them are on different levels. You got one that's at University of Alabama, which is a D1 SEC school, and one's at Alabama State University, which is a HBCU. So I'm just trying to balance both of them the best way I can to make sure that I have their both interests at heart. I have learned a lot about football in these last 2 years, well, these last 3 years. Just trying to figure out what's best for me and my family. It has been tough. It has been hard, but I have been managing it the best way I know how. I tell you, without the knowledge of the people that are in my life, I got my brother, Joe Giddens, that helps me. He has a lot of resources with Vince Carter being his best friend and just him being a part of those people. So they give me insight onto what's the best thing for my boys, whether it be with football or just with the business side. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful for them.
That your brother's not just Coach Joe. He's
No,
championship Coach Joe.
let's go. Yes.
Coach, you got these nephews and then you got kids on your team. How you juggling and then you got a daughter who just graduated. How you juggling all of that?
Man, I just love to see the kids have success and continue to grow. My daughter's going to play college sports too. She's going to play college volleyball in North Carolina. So it's a good thing to have your nephews, your daughters, your daughter all part of the college or the college. It's a beautiful thing. They see the kids grow and get to see the different parts of the world and travel and go to different places. That's what it's all about for me.
But we have another guy on here who also has some athletes in his family too. Mr. KT, tell me about these pair.
Picture there is the people's champ, my son Cameron. He just turned 7. And right on his side is my pretty baby. That is Camille. She is 4 going on 5 going on 50. And my oldest is 31 years old. Her name is Deirdre. She's in Philadelphia, out of my pockets.
Uh-oh. So tell us about the people's champ. Tell us about this little young fella right here. Everybody in the city knows him. He plays up when he plays basketball. He plays up with the older kids. Tell us about the people's champ. And you gave him a nickname that's really pressure, the people's champ.
It's a little bit of pressure, man. He's Facebook famous because of the postings I put on there, but he's an athlete. He's been around the Manor High School basketball team ever since he was born, even since he was in a stroller. I would come in there with him in the stroller. He would work out. Well, not work out, but he would watch the guys practice. So he pretty much grew up in that gym. And now he's developing to a fine young basketball player. And he goes to all Coach Joe's camps. He plays for different city teams, City of Daytona Beach. He played for Holly Hills team. He played for Orange team. And he balls out.
Coach Joe has a great program over there. I think when I first moved back, Coach Joe invited me to come over, and I think I spoke in Buck Palace. I spoke to the basketball team. And I had a great time there. And I remember one kid came up to me afterwards, man, and really thanked me. It was this kid right here. Remember him?
Yeah.
Very
Jordan
serious.
came up to me and thanked me for my what I can't remember what I spoke about, but whatever I said, it touched Jordan. What is Jordan doing now? He's waiting for the draft with the other night. He's a
Yeah.
free agent now. So Joe, what do you think
He,
Jordan's gonna do?
yeah, he is. I have been in contact. I got him in contact with some people, trying to see if he gonna try to pursue the NBA thing or even go across seas as an opportunity to go play. You know, to me, for him to get a job either here or across seas is a great opportunity for him to get started for his career. I'm just excited for him to get a chance. I think wherever he goes, all he needs is a chance. You know, he's just one of those kids that needs a little bit, and he'll take
Uh-huh.
the rest and do the rest with it because he's a hard worker, come from a hard working family. So he just need opportunity.
There are a couple of young kids that wore the blue and gold, the Buck Pride that never dies. Another young man, he's in the NFL right now. This little kid right here. Talk to us about this young man right here, Tank Dell.
I just say exciting. He's an exciting player. When he get the ball in his hand, he's electrifying. You know, it's crazy. Like when you go places and you tell people you're from mainland, and you like, oh, you start naming people. You know, the Vince Carters, and then you say Tank Daly's like, he from mainland? Like, yeah, man, he from Florida. And I remember when the coach was telling me he used to put stuff in his pads to try to make him so he can be heavier in the Pop Warner games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's another kid just walked on with the Raiders, Mello Dotson.
Yeah, Melo's tough too, man. I saw my nephew Zay talk about, Melo is another person that's paving the way for guys like Zay that's playing in college to get a chance to go play at the next level. Same kind of position, same type of player. So I think he's going. I think he's going to great opportunity. He's helping lead the way for some of our younger talent that's coming up.
You know, earlier I was talking to Sunshine, and she was talking about the struggle of ups and downs with her boys, and I think recently she spoke about it. Let's see what she had.
When he saw me, he said "Mom" like a few times. After that, he grabbed me and hugged me, and we fell down to the ground. We both were crying. And after that, to be honest, we just sat in his room in silence, watching TV. I think he just needed my presence. He's just been going through stuff, being away from home, being in college. Being a college athlete can be a lot of stress. It can be a lot of pressure. And he was just feeling the stress and the pressure of it and just needed his mom. And we talked about it a few days ago, and he kept saying, Mom, okay. But I'm a mama, and I know that my child was not okay.
But you know what's strange for me is I watched the Alabama State game last year, and Ajayi scored his first college touchdown against BCU. A quarterback sneak at the 1 yard line. He scored his first collegiate touchdown at home against his hometown team. And sitting right next to me in the press box was KT and little KT. So what did you write about that, KT?
I didn't even really cover it. I was just experiencing it with my son. I didn't really cover it, but it was actually, I think, 2 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. Joe can confirm that probably, but he scored twice on the same field that he was used to scoring on when he was in Daytona Beach. So I know that felt good. It felt good to watch him do it. It was great to experience it.
We all know that Mainland is one of the top teams and one of the top schools academic-wise. That they're moving to the top, but the athletic department is run by Terry Anthony and Joe. Your basketball programs have soared the last few years. What's one of the keys to keeping your kids focused and locked in?
I think me being a life coach and a basketball coach, the more I do life things, makes it easier on the basketball court. Just showing the kids that you care about them and that you not just there for when basketball season, that you're there year round. I think that's the reason why we've been able to have some success on the court.
I was out the other day at Bethune-Cookman University. They had a 7-on-7, and one of my guests who's supposed to be on, Britney Bright, was there. Let's take a look at what I talked to her.
A lot of kids, man, in sports in your family. Yes, I see the wife over there, Gucci, dying.
That's the GOAT.
We got the guy. Look at these girls, all them ballers right there. Well, how do y'all do it, man?
Effort, be on one accord. We tag team this thing, you know. We get it done, man. Yes, sir. We get it done.
So you got boys playing 7-on-7 today?
Yes, sir. I have two out here. One named Jaden and one named John.
They with the Buccaneers?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here go the ballers right here. Which one this one is?
Nana.
Nana.
Jazz.
Jazz.
Juliana.
Who?
Juliana. Jojo. Boogie.
Y'all like football?
Yeah. Yes.
What's you like? You play flag?
No.
You don't? You don't play flag?
We play
I
tackle.
forgot y'all ballers. Look at them shoes. Look at them shoes, people. All them ballers right
We
there.
play tackle.
Hey, that family there, that's 8 kids, all of them playing sports at one time.
Yes.
I don't know how she does it. She was supposed to be on the
John Parks
telephone.
out there.
Yeah.
No, John Parks is their granddaddy who played at Florida State.
Okay.
Remember John Parks that went to Seabreeze?
I remember John Park from Seabreeze. Yeah. That's their father,
granddaddy.
grandpa.
That's
Wow, that lineage. And then that kid there is a Charles, right? The son of the Charles.
And
Oh, between the Parks and the Charleses. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They got blood. That bloodline is really, really, really thorough. Also, out there, I stayed to the final. Mainland played in the final against University Christian. Shout out to Coach Bell, man. The Bucks won on a controversial call too. Actually, Woody gave it to y'all. Woody gave it to y'all. Threw the pass interference in the end zone on Bubba. and they waved the flag off. And the Buccaneers took the trophy. So Buck pride never what?
Never dies.
It never dies. It never dies. It never dies. So KT, tell us a little bit about who is that? Who is that next to you there?
The people's champ.
That's that man. Mama, there go that man again.
Mama, there go that man again. What's up, young fella? How you doing?
Good.
You coming to the pool tomorrow?
Yes.
You gonna get in with me, or you gonna sit on the side like you always do?
He's so cool, just chilling out.
Cool. He cool, man. He already got to know his bands. He got the shoes. You know, he ready to roll. But I love the way
too.
Yeah, I love the way all of you guys interact with your kids, and they're all going through that same system, the blue and the gold. And I just think that right now you all do great things in the community. KT, tell us what other stuff you do in the community.
Well, you say in the community, it all begins at home as a father, stay-at-home dad, retired, military. So first things first is taking care of them, 7 and 4. All the chauffeuring around Daytona Beach, using up all my gas. They're spending all my money. But as far as in the community, I try to follow Joe's lead as far as pouring back into these young brothers. Because I was once one of them. I'm not from Daytona Beach. I'm from Oklahoma City. But I've been in Florida, 35 years. I ain't but 53. So 35 years out of my 53, I've been in Florida. I was once a newspaper reporter back when I had hair like Coach Joe. I'm still upset with him. He grew his back. But this is where I'm at right now. Mine is in the bag. But anyway, I've been here a long time, and I've been a reporter. A lot of community involvement. A lot of people remember me as a newspaper reporter. And what I was able to do was translate that into what I'm doing with our team, as far as writing the after-game stories about our team and giving our guys a lot of exposure that probably they would not get at another high school. So I'm just thankful for Joe give me the opportunity to do that. We're going on 9 years, Coach. Is it 8 or 9? It's one or the other.
9 years.
So, that's a long time to be doing this and pouring into these kids. I'm just so thankful. I'm blessed.
And you've also started the Coach Joe Show.
Yeah, man. It's just another thing that we try to do to give our program more exposure or better exposure than you might see at another program. We try to set a standard with that. We got it going for a good year. And now we're trying to branch off. We're trying to do it like you do it. And you gave me some pointers about that. So I'm trying to enact that. But I'm so busy as a father, sometimes it's just tough to do it because I'm always tied up. But I know Coach is thinking about it, and we got to make it happen. We got a little bit more time this summer where I can get with him and try to set this up. By the time the season rolls back around, I hope to have it up and running and give the people what they want.
You know, Sunshine, you're doing a lot too. You got some things going on outside of the schoolhouse, some stuff with cigars and young ladies. Can you tell us about that?
So first of all, I want to say this before I get into that. You don't just have my biological brother, you have my brother, Carcel on here, KT. These are both my brothers. So I just wanted to give both of them a shout out. Listen, blood can make me and KT thicker. That's my brother right there, brother from a different mother. So I love you, KT. I'm doing just a lot of things. I'm hosting a lot of events right now. Urban Ash, which is all Black establishment in Daytona Beach on Main Street. So you got to know to have a Black establishment on Main Street is high. You know, it's a top thing. So I'm also doing hosting there. I'm hosting at Euphoria, and I'm also just doing a lot of other things right now in the city. Just trying to give back. If you know me, I'm a vibe. I like to have fun. So if anybody has an event going on, they usually, hire me for their hosting. So I'm doing that. But my main thing usually is at Euphoria. At Urban Ash, which is the Black-owned establishment by Tamika Rowland and Steve, which is a couple right now. They're doing their thing. I'm telling you, Urban Ash is the place to be, no matter if it's on Sunday with Bingo, on First Friday with Smooth Grooves. They have something on all weekend, and it's Black owned. So I'm just there trying to put my little flavor on it, not too much, but I'm just trying to do that in the city. Anything I can do to give back to Daytona Beach that gave back to me, I'm out there trying to do everything.
Can I pull on you for? Go ahead,
place that
Joe.
got a microphone. Any place that got a microphone, just give my sister the mic. She'll do the rest.
I'm getting ready to pull on her right now.
Get it back.
I do a lot of stuff too, but Sunshine, I played a clip earlier when you were talking about 11 days ago. You know what you miss your calling in? Stand-up comedy. I'm not smiling. Stand-up comedy. We can write some stuff because
it's so funny you say
that,
right? So I just left R&B and Trap Bingo. Somebody just got mad at me because I was just talking on the mic, just being, talking comedy, being comedic, and they got mad with me. So I got to be mindful of the things I say to people. But like my brother said, you give me a microphone, listen, it's over. I miss my calling because I promise you, this voice right here should be on the big stage, should be on the radio or something like that. But
why not?
I miss my calling on that.
No, you didn't. Tonight, you bumped into a bumper. I am a bumper. When you bump into me, you bump into your destiny's path. And I don't take that lightly. I had that on Facebook yesterday. When you bump into me, you bump into there's some stuff we're going to talk about on the sideline that I'm going to help you get into, because that's what I do. I used to do open mic. I did comedy shows. I had a gospel show today that I couldn't even get to at St. Luke Church. I'm also doing some stuff at Living Word Church. I'm doing stuff I'm going through every alley that God gives me. And I'm gonna open some doors for you. And I want to ask if you can send some cheerleaders August the 9th to the Joe Piggott Center to help serve food for me. I need some waitresses.
Listen, anything you need, them cheerleaders there. We got you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You just give me the time. August the 9th, give me the time. I put it out there and I have my cheerleaders there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anybody got anything on their heart before we go? This has been a great show, even though everybody was late.
Yeah, man.
But I give y'all that. I give y'all that. Because KG had to pay the kids. You had to do. Joe came straight from Atlanta off the road. I got to give Joe his props on that. And then Sunshine, you are the star, my dear.
Listen, I just say this, everything that we're doing here at Mainland High School is bigger than basketball. It's bigger than cheer. It's bigger than everything that Mainland High School could ever imagine. It's about shaping the minds of young people, whether it be boys or girls. Me and my brothers, KT and Joe, are just trying to make, to make these kids better, just trying to give back, to make the generation under us better than ever before. So when you see us, I promise you, it's genuine. It's all genuine. It's all love. We just trying to give back to to the community, especially for me and Joe. Mainland High School, we're alumni. That city, Daytona, the inner city raised us. We come from Northwood Village, Soul City, those places like that. We came from there. We came from the bottom. So we just trying to get back to these kids and let them know, hey, even though you came from this situation, you can be better. You're better than this situation. There's so much better and so much more out there for you. So that's what we try to do. It's more than big. It's bigger than me and Joe. It's bigger than Mainland High School. It's bigger than us. Bigger than KT. We just trying to get back to the community. And that's just my take on it.
I grew up, I think, with your uncle or cousin Herb. Herb get it.
That's our uncle. That's my dad's brother.
And I always tell a story about how in 1974, we went to the state to play Orlando Evans, and Herb had to guard Daryl Dawkins.
Yeah.
Herb got down low, boy, and put that elbow in his chest. Herb got about 5 or 6 rebounds. Herb played him well. And Dawkins was 7 foot, 300 pounds.
Right.
But Herb had that Giddens blood. Hey, y'all bloodline is something else. Y'all bloodline, your mom, your dad, your uncles, everybody in the Giddens family, great people, man. Great people.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm out of time, but I'm never, ever, 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 ever out of sports. In the background, the book Paradise. You've been looking at the Locker Room Podcast. Good night.
Good night. Peace.
I'm sending it to everybody.